today is the 24th day in January 2025, and we are very far off from the release of a game called Doom the Dark Age. And real quick, for those of y'all who didn't know, there's a new Doom game coming out in like 2-3 months. I don't remember the exact day, but it's coming out in May sometime. Let's see if they say at the beginning. Okay, we'll look it up. Doom the Dark Age. Boom. Search. Initial release date 25. No. They gave a definitive release date like yesterday, May 15th. There we go. There you go. See it right there, May 15th. So yeah, there's a new Doom game coming out pretty soon. And before I seen the trailers and stuff, I seen in the Xbox Direct video, which I did that video the day prior. You could go like, I don't know, click the iCard, or if I'm too lazy to put it in the iCard, down in the description and watch that video. But boy, I didn't know I was gonna like that game as much as I ended up. Well, I didn't think I was gonna like the preview as much as I did. But when I saw that preview, I was like, hold up, this writing is fire. And apparently Kotaku has 7 things that they believe we need to know about Doom's big prequel before it comes out. And I'm excited for this game. And as somebody who I assume is excited for this game, I want to read these off. And like I said, if you haven't seen the trailer or my reaction to the trailer, link somewhere. That being said, let's read into these 17 reasons. Doomslayer captured. Yeah, every Doom game, this nigga starts off having to break out of jail. What's new? Okay, they didn't say 17 new things, so I'm gonna expect some things that I know already. New characters. Id Software also confirmed new characters. I'm not gonna lie, and this could be a me thing, because like I do like story games, but I don't know, like when I play a Doom game, I'm just not in the mindset to care about the story. Like Doom game is like the quintessential action bang bang shoot 'em up, kill, murder, die type game. So when I'm playing Doom, I'm not thinking about the story. I don't care. Okay, next slide. Okay, let me full screen this because the way they have everything aligned is weird. Features moments from Doom 2016's lore. Yeah, that's another thing that I mean, it's cool, I guess, for people who do actually care about the lore, but I don't. Doom just looks pretty cool, and it's gonna be cool to run up on villains and go, charging star, I need backup, shield toss all over the place with a big ass shotty in the other hand going cow cow cow. Then you get to ride on the back of a dragon like frrrr. Then after you ride on the back of that dragon, you jump into the back of a mech and you go like, just describing Doom sounds like a 10-year-old describing like their fantasy land and like a cartoon or something like that. Like, it's just so fun, cool, and fantasy like. I just enjoy the idea of it. So yeah, I think Doom is one of those games where the world building is what I look forward to, not necessarily the lore. Even though the lore in Doom is strong, I kind of don't care. Like, guy goes into hell to beat up demons to save Earth or some shit like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I get to shoot ghoulish looking creatures and they explode into 1,000 pieces and blood and guts fly all over the wall. Then I get to try out all these different wacky guns. Like, I don't know. I just don't play Doom for the lore. I don't give a fuck why he's on Mars or hell or wherever, killing aliens or demons, whatever the fuck it is this time. I just want to shoot him. Still a violent, gory action game. Fucking better be. Imagine Doom getting a game that's not violent, gory, and action packed. Glory Kid. Yeah, this is one thing I saw that I didn't like. So for those of y'all who didn't see the trailer and stuff like that, the best explanation I could give you is that now, instead of glory kills being like a little short cut scene where he does some type of special animation or something like that, now it's just you press the melee button and all the ammo and whatever else packs, like health packs and shield or whatever that would explode out of them in the older games, now you just press the regular melee button and that happens, which mechanically, for the motto they have for this game, which is stand and fight, because compared to the other Doom games, this is supposed to be more you standing there walking around taking damage like a strong mech robot, like your Colossus in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 after he a couple times. I get that that's the motto, but that don't mean that I necessarily gotta like the motto. And another reason why it makes sense, like from a lore perspective, which is something that like recently I've been becoming more of a snob for, games that have lore, that have gameplay related to the lore in some way, shape, or form, I'm more of a sucker for. Because like after playing The Last of Us 2, my biggest problem with The Last of Us 2 ending wasn't even revenge is bad. My problem with The Last of Us 2's ending, and like when I saw Nikki Jakey's video, it explained it perfectly, is that you did all this work, you killed all these people just to get to the person you killed all these people to kill and say, nah, I'm out, doses, revenge bad. What you kill all them other people for? You done kill 400 niggas to just not kill the one nigga that you killed. Like, bro, you might as well make it 401 at that point. So it's like stuff like that, I notice it and it frustrates me in the game. And the fact that he can kind of do less than in the previous two Doom games makes sense, being that this is a prequel and that this is going to more older Doom gameplay style. Not completely going backwards in terms of like removing your ability to jump, but they're making it not as, I don't want to say as not as fluid, because it is as fluid, but it's not as vertical as the other, as Doom Eternal especially, and even Doom 2016. This one is more grounded, boots on the ground. Like I said, you're walking around like a mech, you're walking around like Colossus after he a couple times in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then you're shooting shit up. Mass hordes of enemies everywhere. That's every Doom. Any Doom without mass hordes of enemies, that's not Doom, that's a Doom knockoff. Old school strafe aiming is back. Yeah, that's another thing I was mentioning. It's more akin to how the older Doom games played and stuff like that. Giant mechs, yeah, that's another thing I mentioned. You get to be in a giant mech. So if you like anything, what's that anime with the big mechs? I know it's something, it's adjacent to Evangelion. I don't know if they're in the same Gundam. Basically, you get to be in a big ass Gundam. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a game where I get to play as a Gundam and said automatically trash game. Any game with the Gundam is automatically a good game. That might just be a boy thing though, but I know plenty of, you know what's crazy about that? I always grew up with robots being a boy thing, but I've never seen anybody more rabid over Gundams than women. Like male Gundam fans, like maybe there's a loser or two here or there that's, you know, quick neck, mom's basement-y, but like them niggas Gundam knowledge is nowhere near the average female Gundam fan. Like, bro, the average female Gundam fan can tell you what exactly happened in the 1345th frame of the original Gundam anime off the top of their head, no hesitation, and can tell you how many frames are in every Gundam anime, how many frames of animation are in every last one of them off the top of their head, no hesitation. If the answer is 2,002,304, you ask them how many 2,002,304 off rip. Like, bro, no, there's no such thing as a male fandom with half the wisdom of a female Gundam fan, bro. No such thing. Oh yeah, there's a dragon too. Yeah, so if being on a Gundam wasn't enough, and going skirt, 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 pulling up on people as a Gundam and going zzz, boop, zzz, boop, zzz, boop, and then pulling up with a big ass minigun go. If that wasn't enough, you get to be on a big ass dragon. And I think there's guns. Yeah, there is guns on the dragon. So you get to be on a big ass dragon and you get to fly like skirt, 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 skirt. But instead of in a car in the air, you get to skirt, 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 skirt through the air, and you get to bow, 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 bow on a dragon. Not gonna lie. Like yesterday when I saw these parts of the trailer, you could go back and look at my reaction. I was genuinely jaw dropped because this, bro. id Software has been cooking for years. Besides maybe Doom 2003, I can't name a bad Doom. And even that one is still a 50-50. It's been a while since I actually played it, but I remember niggas didn't like it when it came out. They said there are many maps and stuff like that, of course. You know, level design in Doom games has always been amazing. Biggest maps in Doom history. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, I don't know. And like in the trailer joint I saw yesterday, they said the maps were big and that the maps were expansive, but they didn't really specify if they were open world maps or if they were semi-open world or linear. They didn't really explain that. So again, I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. Also, we'll see how difficult it is to learn the maps when the games come out. Explore to collect upgrades. That's every Doom game. Fucking skill tree. Hopefully the skill tree isn't complicated and it's a nice simple skill tree that that doesn't do too much, that you don't have to learn get a freaking college degree just to use. New demons rip apart. Of course, every new Doom game has more villains and stuff like that to fight. This one has more dynamic difficulty that you could choose. So I want to know how changing the sliders is going to affect what it labels the overall difficulty, or if the overall difficulty will just cut off and it'll say custom whenever you do that. And I wonder how often can you access this. Like if you're in the middle of a boss fight and the boss is too hard to parry, can you go in the menu settings while you're fighting a boss and turn the parry window all the way up? I want to know. I want to know. No multiplayer in this biggest Doom ever made. See, this one, I don't know how I feel about that, because to keep it a G with you, to keep it a buck with you, to keep it a... with you, I don't really know if I care. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know if I care. Because I personally have never played multiplayer in Doom games, and I personally have never thought about multiplayer in Doom games or gave a fuck about it. So, shoulder shrug. And yeah, somebody got Doom inside of Fortnite. Alright, bro. Everything runs Doom. At this point, my semen can run Doom.